Third game of the Glen Bellerby tournament for the Clarendon Toros. They're 2-0 after victories over Northumberland and Nickel City. Now they're going to try and knock off this Dallas team that lost 2-1 and 11-1 yesterday. So they're in desperate need of a win to try and stay in the tournament. Trying to get into the zone. Captain at the line. Connor Cole trying to dig away at the loose puck. Cole's going to use the board to dump it down right back into the Dallas zone and behind the net. It's going to go around the boards. Number 19 starting up their center. That late pass is getting broken up. Jackman picking up the loose puck. Logan Jackman from center dumps it right back in behind the goal. Dallas starting there at their own end. That late pass is broken up there by Ford, who's going to fire it right back down the ice. Right back in behind the net. Just getting started here. Taylor trying to walk it out front with a backhand shot. And they score! Trent Taylor right in front of the net with a backhand. Made its way through the legs to make it 1-0. It was a quick start yesterday. They got the Toros off to a good start. They scored 2 in a minute against Nickel City before they wound up winning that one 6-1. As that one goes behind the net. Trying to stuff it out in front is Hannon. Trying to get to the loose puck and walk it around the boards. Hannon just taking off his feet. They try and dig away at the loose puck. Coming through to Taylor looking for his second of the game, but that shot got fired wide. Kept in by Perot. He's going to get it swept off his stick. Trying to turn around now is Perot going back to the line for Hazelton, and his shot is going into the corner. Trying to chip it out. Perot is going to keep it in there at the line as London's in there for Dallas trying to get to the loose puck. Coming out through center with a lead pass. That was over the stick there. Madison's got to hurry back to get the loose puck as both teams are on a line change. Lead pass coming off the boards and back in. We're going to start it up through center and over the blue line. Looking for their first shot on net. That's going wide. Palmer's out in front of the net. Trying to dig away at it. Rusler trying to get it around. And that's going to go out through center ice. Picked up there by Dallas, who fire it right back in. And that'll be Maddox, who takes it back in his own end. And going to take it behind the goal. Lead pass for Rusler. Couldn't get it past Palmer there right here in front of us. Cam Ryan gets taken in the boards there by Cologne as it goes down the ice. And it'll go for icing. Big defensive draw here for the Toros. Lead this one 1-0 on the early goal by Taylor. Try to move it around the boards. Off to the right side. There's Sabuzzi dumping it down the ice. Gotten off to a good start in the tournament. He's got scored in both games as that one goes down the ice. It'll come back into the Toros end for the icing call and be a face-off off to the right of Foreman. He was victorious in the 7-2 victory over Northumberland that started the Toros tournament off on the right spot. And then Drew Galton was the victor against Nickel City. He'll play in their second game today versus Toronto. Around the boards, captain at the line. Nice play there by number 20. Coming up through center is Sabuzzi. Sabuzzi's got to turn on the speed. He's got to get around the check for the opportunity. Throws it at the net. Kick save with the right pad. Rebound on the foot. Just hopped over the stick at the left side post as they're trying to dig away at it in the corner. Back to the line for Rusler. Rusler. Shot is going to make it through. Davidson will pick it up at center. He got pressured on there as he dumped it down the ice. Right back in behind the Dallas goal. Nice play there by Cole. Tried to pick it up there as Riddle lost his foot there at the blue line. That's going down the ice. Picked up there by Ford in his own end, getting pressured on by Palmer. So he takes it back in behind his own net. Now he'll start it from his own zone with a pass over the stick of Howard and picked up there by Aiken in his own end. Going for the late pass over there for London. Picked up though on the other side. There's Megba. Megba trying to shoot it there through a screen and it got blocked there by Howard. And now they try to chip it in. Connor Cole on the loose puck. Trying to get in there. And it's in behind the Dallas goal. It'll be picked up there by Aiden Howard trying to dig it free. Got taken off his feet. as Dallas get the opportunity to clear it up through center. Leading the rush is Megwa into the zone. Megwa trying to get around the check there. Ford throws it at the front. Nobody there. Try to get kept in at the line, but that'll come out over the blue line. There's another lead pass. That's going to get picked up there by Megwa. As it goes off on a line change, just dumps it down the ice. Foreman steers that one aside and behind the Toros goal. Picked up there by Cologne. Nice play there by Cologne to read that clearing attempt. But the Toros get the opportunity to clear now with a chip pass up through center for Taylor. Taylor's got to try and hustle on that loose puck. Only goal scorer so far. He's going to get that puck in the corner. Got Hannon. Taylor's all alone, but the shot misses as he tried for the one-timer. Lead pass up through center. I believe that is picked up there by Lewis. Back in behind the goal. Palmer's trying to put pressure on Hazelton as it comes around. Lewis is going to the other side to try and take his man into the boards. And we're going to get our first penalty of the game. And it'll be for boarding, I believe. So it'll be for Toros coming up here for a power play. It's going to be Lewis that's going to the box. Toros get the opportunity to click on their power play. Pro trying to get to the loose puck. That's going to go down the ice. Toros power play hasn't been successful yet in the tournament. Hoping to click right here. Hannon trying to get around the checks there of the defense. Gets around one of them. Tried to drop it back to the line. That was read nicely and taken away for short-handed opportunity. Coming up there is number 88 with a backhand shot. Just high and wide. That was Riddle that got that backhand away and backhanded it wide of the goal. Scooped up there, and that's going to be offside. Get another draw right here from the Toros bench. Win that draw. Sabrizi tried to get around the check and couldn't do it. Menko will take it back in his own end. Thomas Menko with a late pass for Rusler. He tried to get around the check, but it got poked off his stick. Goes back in behind the net. Cameron Ryan trying to stuff it out of front. Quick shot. Backlink hit the defenseman out of front and just got wide of the goal. Tapped in by Davidson from the line. James Davidson shot. He tried to get it through. He's going to keep that one in though. Cameron Ryan digging away at the loose puck as well, but Dallas are able to find it and clear it off. Kill some time on this power play. Davidson will retrieve it in his own end. James Davidson going for that late pass for Cameron Ryan as he starts it up. Over to the other side as they try and get in. That's Menko who's going to slap it behind the goal. As they try and dig it out of that corner. Comes the opportunity to fire it at the net, and it just missed the player at the front and fired down the ice past Menko. 25 seconds left to go. This is a good penalty kill here for Dallas as the Toros haven't had many opportunities on this power play yet. That one rolled right into Foreman for the easy stop, so we'll get another draw off to the left of the goal. Palmer will take this offensive draw here for Dallas versus Connor Cole. Cole wins the draw nicely, but Palmer's were able to pick up the puck in the corner. Palmer puts it right under the tape of Aiden Howard though. Aiden Howard for Logan Jackman within his feet, so he couldn't get away from the defenseman. And 10 seconds left on the penalty to Lewis as they try and dump it up. Knocked down by Sear. Connor Sear tried to chip it away. Nice defensive play. He was able to regroup and get that puck over to the other side. Lewis back on the ice now. He's served his 2 minutes. Trying to dig away at the loose puck there at the penalty box area. There's a whole bunch of players digging on one loose puck. And it comes free to Gage Ford, chips it up there for Cole, trying to get into the zone. Cole trying to get around Lewis for the opportunity. Throws it at the net there for Ford, but he was taken down just in time to negate that scoring opportunity from the slot area. That's going down the ice for Howard to move it to the other side. Cole trying to take advantage of a Dallas line change. Gets around the check. Connor Cole in. Shot is going to go wide of the left post. Jackman trying to keep it in there. Goes behind the net. Cole walking out. Right pad stop there. Nice stop out in front of the net as they stop Connor Cole with that right pad. Jackman trying to dig away at the loose puck. Jackman turns around and fires. That one just went over the catcher hand and back behind the net. Going up through center. There's the opportunity to go. Picks it up. We're approaching the last minute of the first period. That's Riddle. Push shot. Wide. Takes a bounce out of front. Hops over the stick there of number 19 as he digs it out of the corner. And here's the opportunity to try and hold them in that left corner. Kept in there by Cologne. Cologne's going to find Riddle down low. Try to backhand it back behind the net. 1:05 left to go here in period number one. Toros with a 1-0 lead on the early goal by Trent Taylor, who has the puck now. Tried to get it out. Nice play there by Nicholas Perreault, trying to start the break as Taylor's catching up with him for a 2-on-1. Perreault shot, fires it high just over the right post, and that could be the final opportunity for the Toros in this first period as it's stuck there at center. Coming back into the zone with a lead pass tucked up there by Taylor from the blue line. He'll chip it in there for Hannon. Hannon shot, stop, rebound out of foot for Perreault, got stopped as well. Here comes Riddle, or Cologne on the loose puck. Cologne lost it, and now the opportunity to go, but Taylor took his man into the boards, and that was Ouellette, who tries to get his way back to his feet. And we're going to get a offside call, maybe. It was offside, so we'll just have another face-off with 11 seconds left. Davidson trying to dump it up. Gets it up there for Rusler. One more opportunity for Cameron Ryan. Takes a shot. And that Dallas goalie takes that one in the chest and holds it for another draw, and he's just going to shovel it off to the side. That'll do it for period number one. The Toros lead this one 1-0 on a backhand goal out in front of the net by Trent Taylor. Starting off period number two, Cameron Ryan will take the draw versus Palmer to lead off this second period. Toros lead this one 1-0 on the early goal by Taylor. Davidson back there for Menko. Lead pass up there for Sabrizias. That's a nice passing play. Kevin Ryan trying to get around the check there. It's a nice move, puts it behind the net. Rusler trying to get away with some nice cycle moves. Puts it in there at the face-off circle, back down low. Sabrizi tried to go back to the line. That'll get picked up there by Lewis, who will bump it out. Menko bumps it right back in off the boards. Picked up there by number 81, who's off to the races, starting it from his own end. Nice play to dump it down the ice. Goes off on his line change. Fresh new players out there for Dallas, but Taylor tries to take advantage of the lead pass. Rusler not going anywhere as it got poked off his stick. London trying to hold them off. Quick shot from Sabrizi. Stopped there by Orloff. Rebound in front. They score! Cameron Ryan passes in on a rebound out in front of the net, and he stays hot in this tournament. Orloff made the first stop, but the rebound went right to Cameron Ryan, who swept it in to give the Toros a 2-0 lead. Shot right there at center. Cole coming up into the zone. Connor Cole tried to get around the check. Puts it behind the goal. Tried to throw it in front as Ford was up there trying to find it. Jackman taking Ford's spot at the blue line. Now they change places, and Jackman goes back to his original spot at forward. Sears trying to hold it in. Trying to keep it in there. Back to the line for Jackman, who tried to get a shot through. Tipped that in front. Just wide by Connor Cole out in front of the goal. Jackman trying to get to the loose puck. Aiden Howard will scoop it up at center. Goes for the lead pass. That got broken up by Parker, but that one came right in and hit the linesman on that. Dumping attempt. Jackman with a nice play down low for Cole. Cole had it swept off his stick. Connor Cole has Jackman at it front, but the pass got picked off nicely there by number 27. Nice play by Sear to keep it in. And there's a block there by number 3 out in front of the net. Cole trying to walk it out in front to the forehand. Connor Cole lost the puck as London was on him. Lead pass. Aiden Howard tried to pull the trigger on the one-timer, just went wide of the goal. Back to the line for Sear, trying to wind up with a shot. Wrister at the net, stopped there by Orloff, and he holds on to it. Taylor's going to take the draw off to the left of the goal. Goes back and behind the net. Tried to throw it at her foot. That was dangerous out in front of the goal. Taylor took his man down right there in front of the net. As it's coming back into the other side. Number 68 with a pass. Knocked down there by Ford from his own bench. Dumped it right back in behind the goal. Where it gets picked up there by number 68. They try and get it out. They start it up through center. Gets around Perot and then takes him down at the blue line. Perot's doing a good job just dumping it. Right back in when they got it. They got the 2-0 lead. Early goal by Trent Taylor. First period. Early goal by Cameron Ryan here in the second. Picking it up through center. Leading it into the zone. Comes Couture. Couture with a shot. Scores! Couture with a shot. Making it over the glove hand of Foreman. And all of a sudden we got a game at 2-1. Face off there at center. Trying to dig it up through the zone. Got taken off his feet. Goes in behind the net. Tried to take a whack at the player there. I believe that's Constantino in behind the net there for Dallas. Cameron Ryan takes the loose puck. Tries to come into the zone with a backhand pass. That goes wide of the net. Late pass for Lewis. Tried to get it up there for Constantino, but the pass got broken up. Constantino trying to help out his man there in the corner. Thrown at the net and behind the goal for Cameron Ryan, who tries to walk it out of front. Picked up there by Constantino. Constantino dumps it down through center, knocked down by Hazelton in his own end. Again, Constantino still on that loose puck. Tried to get around the check and he will. Constantino leads it in with a shot. Blocker stop there for Foreman. Doesn't know where the rebound is. And chipped wide, just wide by Lewis. And he tried to put that tire right in front of the goal, and he just tipped it wide. But Dallas are starting to find their momentum now after the goal that cut this lead to 2-1. Lewis trying to fire it around, throws it on net, stopped there by Orloff, and he'll take no chances and keep the momentum on Dallas's side. Draw coming off to the left of Orloff, won by the Toros. Menko trying to shoot it through a screen, and it got blocked in behind the goal for Cole. Connor Cole getting pressure on there in behind the goal. Some nice defensive play there. London helping him out. Jackman high shot, just wide. Jackman got his one-timer away and just fired it high over the left post. Nice pass up there. Trying to come in with Perger with a shot. Caught there by Foreman, and he'll hold on to it. Face-off got one there by the Toros as it goes down the ice. Right back in behind the goal. Jackman trying to get away with it. There's Catino. He's cut this into a 2-1 lead. Catino with a pass for Riddell. Riddell trying to get around, but Gage Ford was able to come back there and sweep it away from him. Nice play. Chips it past the line. Howard trying to get to the loose puck now. Aiden Howard winding up, but the shot got blocked. Nice play by Ouellette to come back in the block it as that goes down the ice. Sear, gotta hurry. He's got Riddell going at the loose puck. Turned over there, and that was Catino that brought it in offside. ready to get back to action. We hope that Catino's all right after sliding into the boards awkwardly there. Looks like he might have done something to his leg just the way he went sliding into the boards. Kept in at the line. Nice play by Etchels, who throws it at the net. Great opportunity. Back to the line, over the stick there. McColbury's got to go back in his own end. McColbury with a lead pass. Trying to get Lewis. But the pass for Constantino was broken up. Over to the side for Maddox, who fanned on it. And Constantino was putting pressure on him. Under 5 minutes left to go here in period number 2. As that goes down the ice for icing. Big draw up to the left of Foreman. It was London taking it for Dallas. Won by the Toros Dallas. He tried to get it. Picked up there. Nice play by number 3, Manalo. Manalo with a lead pass picked up by Megba. Megba tried to get a shot. Fanned on it. Went behind the goal. Right behind the net it goes. Trying to get to the loose puck there in the corner. Parker tries to walk it out of front. Quick shot from the number 72, Megma. Got kicked aside with a left pad of Foreman. Right back in behind the goal. Riesler trying to tip it out. He's got to try and get around number 27, but get held up there at the Dallas bench. Other side there as they try and lead it in. Number 20 brings it in offside. A draw just off to the blue line. Picked up there and fired up into his own bench and out of play. Because they put it in their own bench, the face-off will happen just outside the Dallas line. Tried to get around the check there of Cologne. Couldn't do that. Cologne with a nice play to bounce it at the board. Kept in by Ford's shot. Doesn't make it through. But Aiden Howard tries to get it, and he got knocked off his feet. Nice play there by Riddell to hold him off. Wrap around out of front. Back to the line for Sear. Connor Sear. Winds up shot. Blocked out of front. Nice block there by Cologne to block Connor Sear's shot and dumped down the ice. It'll roll right in on goal for Foreman, who steers it aside and will hold it as the Dallas player was coming in there for a rebound. Connor Cole will take the defensive draw just off to the left of Foreman. Try to go back to the line with Constantino. Kicked away. 2-on-1. Aiden Howard along with Logan Jackman joining the rush. Howard, Jackman, the pass off broken up. Nicely read there and tipped aside. Constantino tried to lead it up into the zone. That was a nice play there by McCurbury to block up that 2-on-1. Down the ice. Pass Constantino. Jackman's got to try and hurry, but it's going to have enough muscle. Not going to be icing though. Jackman's going to win the race. Get taken into the board. Toros gets the loose puck though. Try and walk it out of front with Connor Cole. Jackman makes its way back to his feet. Nice play there. Jackman trying to walk it out of front. Stuffing it in. Stopped there by Orloff, who was able to come back across to the left side and stop Jackman's wraparound. A draw just off to the left of the Dallas zone. Perot digging away with Taylor. Taylor trying to find a wide open Jack Hannon. In! Right pad stop. Absolutely robbed out in front of the net by Orlov was Jack Hannon and keeps this game at 2-1. Hannon has had things going his way so far this tournament. He's had a couple goals, but right there he couldn't solve Orlov. Might get another opportunity. That one, Taylor got taken down there by London, so London is going to serve 2 minutes and the Toros get to go back to the power play and try and continue this momentum and get that insurance goal they were looking for. It'll be a draw just off to the right of Orlov, taken by Taylor. Getting ready to drop the puck. Taylor wins the draw cleanly back for Davidson. Shot, tip, stopped by Orlov. Rebounded foot, just swept wide by Perot. Perot was on his back trying to sweep it in, just went wide. But the Toros are still on the loose puck. 1:28 left to go here in the second. Pass Menko, it goes. That's Parker trying to turn on the Jets, but Foreman will beat him to it and steer it aside for Davidson back behind the net. Trying to find the lane to Dump it off the board. Menko from his own end. Lead pass up there for Zabrizzi. Taylor away. Trent Taylor, one-on-one against Orlov. Score! Trent Taylor with his second of the game, a power play marker. Just over the glove of Orlov to make it 3-1. Taylor with a big goal. Coming up with a shot over the glove hand of Orlov. Menko trying to get to the loose puck. Picked up there by Coutinho. Nice to see he's back on the ice. He's got the only Dallas goal. That one's going to get blocked at the front. Coutinho still trying to dig away at it. And forward to his forehand, taken away. Kept in at the line. Quick shot. Stopped up by Foreman. Rebound at the front. Getting swept wide of the right post. 35 seconds left to go here in the second period. There's a quick shot by Ouellette. Kicked aside there by Foreman off the blocker hand. Right back in behind the goal, trying to tip it out. And they try and dip it out there for Perreault, who's going to get up there and get around the check. Perreault is going to get taken off his feet as they try and get to the loose puck. Down goes Echols here in front of us as it goes into the corner. Forward over there to the other side as they try and find that loose puck. Picked up there by Sear. 5 seconds left to go here. A big late goal there by Taylor has got the Toros with a cushion of 3-1 to go to period number 3, but there's still a lot more left to go here at the Allendale Arena. Gets set for the third period. Getting ready to kick it off. 3-1 lead for the Toros. Forward bounces off the boards for Rizzler. Was in his feet. They're digging away at it. That was Megwa trying to get to the loose puck. As they try and get to there. Dumps it off the boards for London as it goes down the ice. Digging away at it was Cameron Ryan. Connor Sear couldn't keep it in. That's going to be offside. Face off just inside the line will be taken by Cameron Ryan against London. Face off one there by London right there at his own bench. Knocked down by Sear as they collide. That was number 77 Megwa who collided with Connor Sear. Forward will take it back in his own end. Hold it back there as he tries to start it up. Starting up through center comes Cameron Ryan. Trying to get around the check there. Puts it behind the goal. Setting up Rizzler trying to walk it out of front. And that pass got broken up with a late pass. Picked up there by Hazelton at center ice. Jack Hazelton comes around the check with a late pass. Picked up there by Zabrizzi trying to get away. Fed Zabrizzi in, dropped it for Rizzler's shot. Going wide of the post. Right back in behind the goal. Takes a bounce there for Dallas. Leading it up through center. Nice pass by Parker, but it was over his stick. Zabrizzi trying to get to it. Benjamin Zabrizzi trying to take advantage of a line change shot. That goes wide of the net. Tapped in there by Jackman, winding up with a shot. We're going to get a Dallas penalty coming up here as it gets touched up, and Foreman goes to the bench for the extra attacker, but doesn't need to go very far. The penalty is about to be called up. The Toros get the opportunity to keep things going here with a 3-1 lead. Face off. Back to the line there for Davidson. Shot scores! Oh, it went off the post. Now it's trying to get jammed in at the foot of the net. And the Toros thought they had that 4-1 lead. Davidson shot, thought it made it through, but didn't make it through to the back of the net. But you know, we have those new GoPros. We'll find out whether that one went in a little bit later on. Connor Cole off to the left of the goal. Cole trying to win that draw. Goes back to the line. Howard trying to dump it up to the center. Lewis coming up into the zone. Drops it there for Cole. Cole shot. Scores! Connor Cole erases that no goal with one of his own as he slaps it through the legs of Orlov. Another power play goal makes it 4-1. Face-off got one there by Riddle. Toros sitting comfortably now, I guess you could say, with a 4-1 lead, but still have about 13 minutes left. Anything can happen in those kind of situations. 4-1 lead as we got a whistle there over there in the corner. So we'll get another face-off. We'll find out where it's going to be taking place. It takes place right outside the Dallas zone. Taylor trying to win the draw versus Riddle as it comes over to the other side. Picking up there through center. Late pass is going to get tipped into the zone there by Riddle, into the zone. Picked up there by Hannon, trying to get around the check. Nice play there by number 20 to hold it in. Wearing the captaincy. Quick shot, left pad stop there as Riddle got a shot away. It got kicked aside with a left pad of Foreman. Quick shot from Ouellette is not going to make it through. Another opportunity for Riddle trying to bang it in. Turned over to Hannon. Now Riddle gets another opportunity to shoot it. Took Sear down, and Gage Ford will come with it at center. Jack Hannon picks it up through center ice, trying to get away. Throwing it at the net. It got picked off in their own end and dumped down the ice. Jack Hazelton will take it back in his own end. Hazelton trying to lead it up through center with a pass for Hannon. Over a stick picked up there by London, who uses the backhand to try and dump it in through center ice. Trying to turn on the speed now is Megwa. Megwa shot. Stopped there with the right pad of Foreman. And Megwa was in there looking for his own rebound, and Foreman was giving them none of that as he held on to it for another face-off. Draw right off to the left of the goal, one by the toes for Hazelton. Jack Hazelton. Some nice moves, kicks it back behind the net. Kills out some more time as Megwa is going to join him back in behind the goal. Got it over there for Maddox. Maddox tries to take London into the boards over here in the left corner. Tapped in there nicely by Bacon, but his shot got blocked. Picked up there by Parker in his own end. Parker with some nice moves. Tries to move it to the other side. Bacon will pick it back up in his own end. Bacon tried to get away with it. Got knocked down there with Sabrizi. Riesler tried to walk it out in front. Picked off there by London. London with a late pass from Magua was over his stick. And Magua tries to get to the loose puck now. Magua gets taken into the boards by Hazelton as he got bumped off. That'll be a penalty coming up here to Jack Hazelton with 11:04 left to go here in the third period. A draw coming off to the left of the goal. As they try and move it around, Davidson will dump it out, and he gets it past it and down the ice. That's a good way to start off the penalty kill. Cole's going to be the first one on the loose puck. Connor Cole is giving the Toros a little bit more breathing room here. After the no goal, he made sure one of them made his way to the back of the net to make it 4-1. That goes back behind the net. Menko knocks it down. Puts it back in behind the goal. Bacon lost it behind the net. Trying to stuff it out in front now. Couldn't do it. Tried to stuff it to the right side of the net. Short-handed. Leading up on the rush is Riddle. Riddle is getting pushed wide by Davidson. Still throwing it at the net. Quick shot there from Cosentino. Goes wide of the net. Takes a bounce out in front. And Foreman takes that bounce off the boards and hangs on to it. A draw that gets won there by Dallas. Fired past Denninger down the ice. Right back in behind the goal. They got to pick it up in their own end as they start it up with a pass to the other side. Picked up there by Denninger, the captain for Dallas, with a pass to the other side for London over his stick. Picked up there and brought in. Quick shot there. Quick glove stop there from Beck Foreman as he stopped that shot from Palmer coming to the net. Draw up to the right of the goal. Gets one there on a scramble draw. Magua tries to dig it out. Magua on the loose puck. Magua back to the line for Cologne. Moving it around well. Cologne shot. Caught there by Foreman. Looked like it was going to go wide anyway, but Brett Foreman wasn't going to take any chances on that. He was able to come out of the net and make the catch on that shot. London will take the draw just off to the left of the goal against Aiden Howard. One there. Nice defensive play. Held it in from the line. Quick shot. And another right pass stop. Fast reflexes there from Brett Foreman, making that stop out in front of the net. That was London who tried to get that opportunity from the side of the net. Now he'll take the draw just off to the right of the goal versus Taylor. Has 2 goals in the game. He got things started in the first period and added another one in the second. Cologne keeps it in. Cologne tried for a shot, knocked down by Perot and dumped down the ice. Taylor trying to go short-handed for the hat trick, and he's going to lose his footing. Lay pass up through center. Coming up is Megwa. Megwa in over the blue line. Shot. Caught there by Foreman, and he'll hold on to the puck for another draw. Dallas are starting to fire a few more pucks at the net now, and Foreman has been up to the task so far, keeping it at 4-1. Perot trying to change it, got around the check there, trying to get to the loose puck. Couldn't get around the check. Nice play there by Palmer, and then they collide over there at the penalty box area. Picked up there by Perot. Quick shot. Stopped there by with the right pad of Orloff. Kicked that one aside, and Davidson tries to keep it in there. Fires it off the boards. That's going to go down the ice. And going to see if it has enough. No, it's going to die. And you need those brims like a curler to get that puck over the line. Quick shot. Caught there by Foreman as he stopped Palmer on that opportunity. Draw up to the right of the goal. One by Riddle. Quick shot. Bounces in on that. And that one will be stopped there by Foreman. It hit the defenseman at the front and changed direction, but still went right into Foreman for the stop. Riddle will take the offensive draw versus Taylor. Getting one there by the Toros. Chip back behind the net for Maddox. Ethan Maddox trying to find some room behind his own net. Getting pressured on there by Riddle. And he moves it to the other side. That one over the stick. Kept in there by Taylor though. Trying to sweep it away. Trying to get past Denninger for an opportunity. Couldn't make its way around him. That's going to be outside. Perot brings it in over the blue line. Now the Toros are good. Dropped it back here for Hannon. Jack Cannon's shot doesn't make its way to the net as it goes around the board. Going to get kept in by Maddox at the line. Maddox's shot got blocked. So far, the goal scorers in the game goes to Trent Taylor with 2 of them, Cameron Ryan with 1, and Connor Cole's got the other one for the Toros, and it was Catino that scored the lone goal for Dallas in the second period. Battle in behind the net. Perot trying to backhand it out, and he gets it past London. That's going to be a high stick, but Taylor's still on the loose puck. Trent Taylor in, shot, stopped it by Orloff, and he tried for the loose puck. Back to the line for Sabrizi with a shot. That's going to go high and wide. Ford gets his opportunity to shoot it. Blocker stop there from Orloff. Back behind the net, trying for the wraparound out of front as they try to find Trent Taylor. Taken away at it in behind the goal. Dallas will pick up the loose puck and have it take it off the stick. Sabrizi will take it in the corner. Lead pass over the stick, kept in there by Sear. Couldn't shoot it though. Nice play by Megwa. Sear will pick up the loose puck from center. Coming over the line, got poked in wide by Parker. Parker's keeping him in behind the net. Some nice stick handling work there by Connor Sear. Dropped it for Cameron Ryan. Cameron Ryan has Ford coming in. Gage Ford is going to take the pass, but it rolled over his stick as he tried for the one-timer. Sear had to hurry as Megwa was getting to the loose puck. Cameron Ryan was almost picking off his feet in the offensive end. Gets it back again. Cameron Ryan does a breezy backhand shot. Stop. Cameron Ryan rebound. And it's stopped there by Orloff, I believe. No, it is in the net. That'll be Cam Ryan's second of the game. Didn't really get much reaction out of it. That's why I thought it might have been stopped, but it is going down as Cam Ryan's second of the game to make it 5-1. Face off at center. Bacon. Trying to move it up to center ice. Picked up there by Sabrizi. So now Cam Ryan joins the 2-goal club here in the game. Quick shot, caught there, rebound in front, couple watts away from Constantino, and neither one of them can make its way past Brett Foreman out in front. Face off to the right of the goal. Picked up there by Palmer, trying to shoot it. Palmer shot, scores! Palmer was able to find the shot right inside the left post and get Dallas a little bit closer with that shot. Just outside the left post to make it 5-2, and we still have 5:53 left to go. So another quick one, and this could be a little bit more interesting. As the Toros have to try and watch themselves now. Can't give Dallas any more momentum. Face off one there. Trying to get to the loose puck there was Ouellette. Ouellette taking away at it, trying to get it here in front of us. Ouellette is getting help there with Catino. Comes through there for Catino with a shot. Just high and wide. Some nice moves there. He's going to walk it right in. Shot. Just wide of the net. Fired around the boards. It comes up past Bacon. Here comes Jackman. Logan Jackman puts the brakes on. Tries to put it back beyond the net for Howard. Aiden Howard is going to find that loose puck and set it up in front. Jackman sitting on his own. There's a pass to him. And he just tipped it wide. He just tipped it wide of the left post. Come back the other way. Here comes the opportunity for Maddox to try and hold him off. Connor Cole was able to hold off Riddle for the opportunity. Riddle still with it. Riddle a shot. Left pad stop. Right pad stop. Sorry by Foreman. Kept him Denninger at the line. He's going to get boxed off there by Aiden Howard. And now Riddle will get on the loose puck. Turn it over there to Jackman as he gets away with it. Turned over there again to Ethan Maddox for Hazelton. Jack Hazelton forgot the puck there at one point. Regained himself, moved it back to the other line. Aiden Howard with a nice play. Denninger was able to get in his face, but he still dumped it down the ice. Magua with a late pass. That's going to go rolling down the ice. Hazelton's got to hurry. London is catching up in a fast way. Magua back down low. Tried to get London on that chip pass. London has a man sitting at the front, and that was number 16. Pro with a pass. Picked up there by Hannon. Jack Hannon shot. Stopped by Olaf. Rebound. Pro scores! And a big goal there by Nicholas Pro cashing in on the loose puck. The first shot got stopped by Hannon. Shot got blocked there by Olaf, but the rebound right to the side of the net for Pro, who also keeps his goal scoring spree alive here in the tournament. Taylor will take the draw against Palmer. Taylor trying to get into the zone, trying to get around Lewis. He's going to get taken into the boards. Trying to batter back behind the net for Hannon. Jack Hannon's going to walk it out of front. Throws it at the goal. It's going to roll right through the crease area to the other side for Dallas. The opportunity to clear, kept in by Ford. Here comes the opportunity to go with it now. Comes Palmer. Palmer with Constantino. That shot's going wide. Constantino will take the puck off the board. Tried to find Palmer out in front with a pass, and it didn't reach him. Still out of front. And Constantino did all he could on that shot, and it just rolled wide. So that was Palmer who got that opportunity, and he just didn't have enough of it to poke it into the net. Taylor with some nice moves, finally picking up his feet. Picked up there by Dallas, who dumped it down the ice. 3 minutes left to go here in the game. 6-2 Toros lead. Picked up there by Bacon, who's going to use the boards to get it up there for Constantino, who missed the pass. Toros get it. Hannon trying to get into the zone. He had to get around Bacon, but Bacon stood him up. Some nice play. Uses the boards as they tried to find Ouellette with that pass. Was over his reach. Pass for Taylor. Trying to dig away. It was Perot. He'll dump it down the ice. And it goes back behind the net. Scooping it up in behind the goal as they try and move it to the other side. That's going to get tapped in by Sabrizi. And off to the races goes Riddle. Riddle in over the blue line. Trying to go to the backhand. Nice play by Davidson to block him off. Riddle back to the line for Roulette. Was over his stick. Roulette couldn't keep it in. Trying to move it to the other side. Dumped right back in. That's going to roll right in for Foreman to make the stop. 1:59 left to go as Davidson will hold it behind his own goal. Davidson with a pass there for Roosler as he tried to chip it out. Nice play by Denninger for the opportunity. Sabrizi tried to get away, but a nice play by London to poke him off the puck. He gets taken off his feet and swept back in behind the goal. Menko tries to move it to the other side. Davidson picking it up off the boards. Roosler passes over his feet and down the ice. Pass up there for London. He accepts the pass, moves it over there for Parker. They move it around well, and they find Megwa on the left side. Megwa trying to get in with a shot. That's going to go wide. And carry him around the boards. Tried to get kept in there, but it got poked away from him. London rolls it easily down the ice. Kept there by Foreman. Megwa throws it out of front. Malone tries to keep it in, but Aiden Howard turned over to Palmer. Puck was in Palmer's feet to start. Jackman trying to get away. Jackman out muscling his man to the puck. Shot. Stopped there by Orloff with that opportunity. Throws it out in front again. Big stop there from Orloff. And it goes behind the net. We get a whistle. Just off to the left of the Dallas goal. Back to the line. Quick shot. That's going to make it through. Capped in there by Hazelton. And his shot is going to go wide of the net as they try and dump it out. Out of that corner, 35 seconds left to go. Capped in there by Lewis and tried to get it out. Lewis is going to lead the rush on a 3-on-2. Get it up there for Riddle trying to get up. Constantino's joining him. Pass over there for Constantino out of his reach. Back in for Lewis. Not going to make it through the net. Cowrie goes back in his own end. Tried to dump it back in. And we now have 11 seconds left to go here in the third period with the Toros up 6-2. Picks it up there at center. He's just going to waste his time there in his own end. And the Toros are going to move to 3-0 in the tournament with victories over Northumberland, Nickel City, and then Dallas. They've got one more test in the round robin in a couple hours when they're going to face the Toronto Shamrocks. Drew Galton will get his second opportunity in the tournament. Once again, the final score here, the Clarendon Toros beat Dallas 6-2, and we'll see you in a couple hours. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.